Here it comes. Let's see. Hey, we are live. What's up, everybody? So, if you don't mind, you're going to want to hear the story. As you can see the title, 3 reasons or why or whatever I put in there of why someone who owned an independent brokerage came over to eXp. And you might want to hear this story. Can you introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Thank you, Ruben,
You're
for
very
this
welcome.
time.
Yes.
My name is Ceila Morales. I'm the team leader for luxury team in Florida. And I was an independent broker, the principal broker for luxury realty for 70 years.
What?
70 years. So 6 months ago, somebody introduced me to eXp, and I totally got 3 reasons.
Okay.
Liability,
Liability,
technology,
technology,
and retention.
and retention.
Yeah.
Wait, so I know that one of the biggest challenges that independent brokers have is retention. And once they leave your company, you're really not going to ever make any revenue ever again, right? Like, because
Correct.
they're gone, they're gone. So can we touch on just the retention issue real quick?
The thing is, when you get a new agent, you teach them all the way how to do the business, how to grow, how to sell. But there is always a glass ceiling that they can break it because on top of you, there is nothing else that you can offer. So here, if in that way, they have to become a broker, open their own office, and become your competition. Even though if you offer them how to build a team, but there
Yeah.
is always, everybody wants more. Everybody wants more and more.
Be more.
So in that way, I found in eXp how even agents that they don't want to take the challenge to be a broker, they can be a broker.
Right.
They can grow as a broker.
Right.
And those that didn't want to leave because we love each other, we built a bond, a relationship, an empire together. They don't have to leave. They
Right.
can stay.
Right.
So, that's the main thing. And along with that, of course, the technology. Sometimes as an independent broker, you don't have the resources as eXp does.
Right.
The support, the operational side. And brokers, when you are a broker, independent broker, you are the talent, the first talents, and you have that skill to develop others.
Good
so
point.
sometimes when you focus on the operational side as a broker, you forget and you cannot keep developing others. So here, if I delegate that to eXp, I can keep my team growing and people and teach them how to grow.
Man, that was powerful. All right, so I'll say this. On the retention side, now, when you made the decision, because how many agents did you have?
At this point, 43.
Well, how many did you have before making the switch?
40.
40. Okay, so 40 agents, like, my guess is that there was some success there with 40 agents. So why make a move? And were you afraid to lose some agents? Were you afraid of making the change and losing those 40 agents who have basically helped you build an empire?
No, I wasn't afraid.
No.
I wasn't afraid.
What? Why wouldn't you be afraid?
I
All right, so
wasn't
talk to me about
afraid.
that.
Because in that long way, in that long path, I understood that I couldn't offer more. So if you have a vision and you know how to pass that vision to others, that's a skill, that's something that you need to learn to show others what is the future looks like. Leaders prevent, they don't react.
Right.
So you can see what is coming, and technology, with all that we have been living in the past year, you need to understand that technology is in the top of the mind of everybody. So as independent
Right.
brokers, sometimes you don't have the resources to offer all the options, all the resources like
Right.
eXp does.
Right. And then we'll touch on one more is the liability. Now, obviously, if you're owning your own brokerage and you have 40, 50, 60, 70 agents, there's a lot of liability because you are responsible for every signature on those documents and everything else. What kind of weight did pushing off the liability to basically eXp, what kind of weight did that lift? And how much money did it save, if you want to get crazy transparent? But could you share that?
Yeah, absolutely. You always have to comply. in any state. Any
Do we
state.
though? Okay, yeah. We do.
Any state where you are, there is a compliance. So it takes time. Time is money, and it takes humans to supervise that. So if as your team is growing, and if you want to grow as a broker, you need to have more people and more money and more time to supervise that compliance. So we're humans. We're humans. So things can be in an omission, in an error. I don't think any agent wants, to be in a complaint process with, the state. But here you have a team that is supervising and is following in the details.
Right.
So that is awesome. That is awesome. I mean, you can delegate that, and now you can be in the productive side and make more money.
So how much more do you pay for having that team that works your liability and compliance?
At least, well, I don't know. I need to make the number.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But would you say you're saving a good amount of money?
Yeah,
just
because
that
the
alone?
lawyers. I mean,
Right.
you need the legal size. I mean, to have always a lawyer there to consult. So per hour, sometimes monthly, you get into an agreement.
Right.
And that's the fear to always have an error or an omission, not just from you, from your team.
Right.
So that doesn't have a price.
Right.
I mean, I'm saving a lot of money when the fears it goes.
Right. There's a lot to be said just to kind of move some space around in your head, and you feel a little bit lighter because of that. Last question. Were you looking at other brokerages, even franchise models, before moving your independent brokerage, or not?
Actually, I wasn't. But last year, Keller Williams approached us, and we made the numbers, and it didn't make sense.
But didn't they offer you something pretty amazing, I'm sure?
It did. They did. But it wasn't just for the brokers or the team leaders, not for the agents. And that's one thing that you have to keep in mind. I mean, it's not just about you. It's about others. Leaders are responsible for the people that are responsible for the results.
Right.
So you need to think, what are the benefits, not just for you, for your team.
So if anybody has questions, where can they find you?
Top Florida Broker or Ceila Morales, and with Ruben, because we're partners
Let's
now.
go. We got stake in the same company. We're owners of the same company.
We're partners.
So, yep. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any
Thank you.
questions, put it in the comments below. We'll make sure to answer those questions. And bye-bye.